Assalamu alaikum viewers, welcome to Al Khalif TV. Today's first important news is about United States election 2020. Trump alleges Xinjiang as Biden argues calm. United States President Donald Trump has doubled down on unsubstantiated claims of election fraud, accusing Democrats of voting in Xinjiang. The results of Tuesday's election hangs in the balance, with counting still underway in several key states. Democrat Joe Biden has a slender lead in Nevada and Arizona and is chipping away at Mr. Trump's advantage in Georgia and Pennsylvania. Mr. Biden has appealed for calm as nail-biting count drags on. The Democrat now has 253 electoral college votes, while Republican Mr. Trump has 214. To win the White House, a candidate needs 270 votes. A cliffhanger follows one of the bitterest campaigns in living ceremonies. Now let's move to the views of the candidates of the United States elections. Speaking from the White House on Thursday, the president said, "If you count the legal votes, I easily win. If you count the illegal votes, they can try to steal the election from us." While on the other side, in a brief televised address, Mr. Biden appealed for calm across the country and again expressed confidence he would be declared the winner. "Democracy is sometimes messy," he said. "It sometimes requires a little patience as well. The process is working, the count is being completed, and we will know very soon," said Biden. Let's move to some other important news. United States to sanction leader of Lebanon's Free Patriotic Movement. The United States is planning to sanction Jabran Basil, the leader of Lebanon's Free Patriotic Movement party, which was founded by President Michael Owen and is allied with Hizbullah. The Wall Street Journal has reported the news. United States President Donald Trump's administration is expected on Friday to impose the sanctions on Basil for assisting his ally, the Lebanese Shia group Hizbullah, the newspaper reported late on Thursday, citing sources. According to the report, the decision has been approved by the Treasury Department and Secretary of State Mike Pompeo, who is expected to announce the sanctions in Washington. Let's move to the Tigray region conflict in Ethiopia. Ethiopia's federal government has declared an unexpected war on its northern Tigray state, threatening the stability of one of the world's most strategic regions, the Horn of Africa. But the crisis in Ethiopia, one of Africa's most populous countries, has been building for months, and it has been like watching a train crash in slow motion. Dino Mehtani with the International Crisis Group said this week. Ethiopia's Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed, awarded the Nobel Peace Prize last year for sweeping political reforms, faces the sharpest consequences yet of the country's recent shifts in power. You should be informed that what has happened in Tigray. Two things occurred early Wednesday morning. Communications were cut in Ethiopia's heavily armed northern Tigray region, and Abiy announced he had ordered troops to respond to an alleged deadly attack by Tigray's forces on a military base there. Both sides have accused each other of initiating the fighting, and both stepped up the pressure late on Thursday. German police raid homes of 4 men linked to Vienna attacker. German police have raided the homes and businesses of 4 men linked to the ISIL sympathizer who carried out a deadly attack in Vienna this week. Federal police on Friday said officers, including members of the anti-terrorism unit GSG-9, searched premises in Osnabrück, Kassel, and Finberg country. Police also said that while the men are not currently suspected of involvement in Monday's shooting, there is evidence they had links to the attacker. In other important news from the political view of the world, United States pushes 2.9 billion armed drones sold to United Arab Emirates, sources said. The United States State Department has given Congress notification it plans to sell 18 sophisticated arms MQ-9B aerial drones to the United Arab Emirates in a deal worth as much as 2.9 billion. People briefed on the matter have told the Reuters news agency. The move came on the heels of last week's notification of a potential sale of F-35 fighter jets to the oil-rich Gulf state, and one of the Washington Washington's closest Middle East allies. The sale would mark the first armed drone export since the Trump administration reinterpreted a Cold War-era arms agreement between 34 nations to allow United States defense contractors to sell more drones to allies. The United Arab Emirates has long shown interest in buying drones from the United States and would be among the first customers in the line after the United States export policy changed this summer. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau has spoken with his French counterpart amid controversy over recent comments he made about free expression. Mr. Trudeau expressed Canada's solidarity with the people of France following the recent terror attacks. Mr. Trudeau expressed Canada's solidarity with the people of France following the recent terror attacks. A teacher was beheaded in a Paris suburb after showing cartoons of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, remarks to some of his pupils. Mr. Trudeau's remarks last week about freedom of expressions were criticized in both Canada and France. French President Emmanuel Macron's defense of the publication of the cartoon sparked protests in some Muslim majority countries. That's all for today. Thank you for watching Al Khalif TV.